Catch me if you can.
Hey, what's up guys, it is Mark Yoon, and today I'm bringing you another hopefully exciting video. So this video is going to be my wants and desires that I would like to see in the create a character, or create a soul rather, that's going to be in the upcoming Soul Calibur 6 game. Now, it has become a staple since Soul Calibur 3 that the Soul Calibur games do have create a character. Even Broken Destiny on the PSP had create a character. So with that being said, let's jump into it, and we're going to talk about what we want to expect and what I would like to see, and just a couple of that stuff. And in the background, I will show you my created characters from Soul Calibur 5, and hopefully we can get at least this good of customization in the next one. So first thing off the bat that I would like to see is, since we have better graphics, I would like to see a smoother create a character. Some of my subscribers and friends have been telling me that they also think it's a shame that whenever you see a created character next to an original modeled character, that the textures and the characters don't look as good. While I can contest to this, that it's most often not that noticed when you're in the heat of battle. It is if you're going to be sitting there in like a gallery type mode and like looking at your character. But so I would like to see an uphaul in graphics engine over the actual character creator itself. Something else that I would like to see is, I would like to see a much wider array of hairstyles and faces. Now, if they give us the ability to adjust the faces and the hairstyles, then this won't be much of a problem. For instance, you can start with short hair, for example, and you can adjust the length to your liking, or adjust the bangs how you want them to go. Kind of not really style the hair, but choose from a style and then adjust that style. I think that would be a pretty good move to make. Again, I don't know if they're going to do that, but this is just something that I would like to see. And if they're not going to do something like that, then just give us as many different possible styles as possible to choose from, so that we can get it closer to the actual character that we're trying to create. And then moving on from that, faces, obviously. I want to see a wide array of faces. I would like to see all different styles of faces. I was a little disappointed in the lackluster face selection style in Soul Calibur 5, to be honest. You would have certain things like a no-browed, strong-jawed man, and then you would have like 4 iterations of the same thing with different facial like hair. And to me, that's kind of a cop-out. We should be able to adjust the facial hair like in a totally separate category, not have like our facial hair come with the actual face that we're trying to use, because sometimes it just works against us and what we're trying to actually create. Because I don't know about you, but a lot of us try to actually create real existing characters that we would like to see as kind of a fun what if, or a fun guest in our own canon in our head, with continuity notwithstanding, that is. I would like to see different eras of clothes. Now, in Soul Calibur 5, we had DLC packs that updated the Selphia store, I think it was called, and we actually did get some future clothes, but the baseball hat didn't fit like right at all, and it was just like not very much of a choice. Like, we had like one hoodie that wasn't even a hoodie, it was a collared like long sleeve shirt, zip up. We did get ripped jeans, which is cool. We did get sandals, which is cool. I would just like to see a bunch of different, like, current clothes and past clothes, and even maybe some other era clothes, because we do have all walks of life in this game. Just to make it a little bit more interesting. Now, for the accessories, like the hats and stuff like that, I wish we could actually adjust the size of them and put them to where they are, because I don't know if a lot of you noticed, but a lot of the hats in Soul Calibur 4 and 5, as well as a lot of the capes and vest-type jackets, there was clipping issues where things would show through them, and not only that, but they would like kind of be floating off of your character at times if you didn't put them with the exact like body type they were supposed to be. For example, you'll see that I created Superman, and it looks like his cape is floating off of his shoulders, which makes it kind of look dumb. I also want to see just a wider array of clothes in general that we have. I would like to unlock stuff in-game, so don't give us everything off the bat, because it is fun for me to actually unlock that stuff. But again, I hope this goes into having an actual gallery mode, but that's neither here nor there. I would also like to be able to actually customize the guest character. That would be great, so that we can kind of dress Gerald up however we want instead of just sticking to the main cast. And I hope they actually make us kind of customize a character and an existing character and give us an additional like clothing spot, kind of, instead of like putting them with our created characters, because that kind of limits what we can do. And I ended up not actually editing any of the main roster from Soul Calibur 5 or 4 for that matter. That also goes into like another thing that I want to talk about real quick, that I want to touch on before I get into like the accessories and stuff like that. I've been hearing from a lot of people that they don't like the actual clothes breaking mechanic, and it's not the fact that they don't like it, it just ruins the aesthetic of the character if you give them like pointed ears, like my Piccolo for example, and then he gets damaged and now he just looks like a green dude like running around. It's no longer the character created. Something that I was talking about with one of my subscribers is being able to adjust which areas break and which areas don't. Like if you're putting on a clothing unit and it has like a breakable icon, being able to toggle the breakability of the actual outfit on or off, either for the entire thing or for each part. Though I don't know how each part would actually work, so I would rather just see them be able to turn it off or on. So let's hope they actually adjust that. So going on to the accessories, we only got 3 accessory spots per character in Soul Calibur 5, and while it was good and did what it could do, I found myself running out of options at some points where you have to choose something over something else. Like if, for instance, you're going to create Zamas, like do you want to give him earrings or do you want to give him his pointed ears? It's like choosing between them because you want to do stuff with the other options to make it look more like your character. So while that's not too big of a deal, I don't really need unlimited accessory spots, but if they doubled it and let us have 6, that would be great, as long as we can still adjust things. Which leads directly into my next point. I hope that we can still adjust the axis and the size of the actual accessories that we're trying to put on our characters, as well as body parts of our characters. They did let us get pretty in-depth detailed with that in 5. We can adjust their torsos, their arms, their legs, other parts, but I hope that we can actually still do that, and to a greater degree, maybe. With the body types as well, like, we didn't really have that many body types. It was kind of pretty much like going with small, medium, or large, and then adjusting it there at your leisure. I would like a wider array of that. Basically, all in all, I want like more stuff for my creative character to do and all that. The last thing that I want to touch on is just like a kind of wanted desire. I hope that we can actually I wish they would implement some kind of create a weapon kind of thing, where you can go and choose like the base weapon of the character's weapon style that you're using. For example, let's say that I am going to choose Mitsurugi. Now, if I want to take his katana and do like some things to it and adjust it, you know, add some skins or maybe an accessory, I don't know, like a dangly keychain of like a chibi Mitsurugi, who knows, like anything. I would just want to see a little bit of fun stuff like that shows that they're actually trying to invest time in the character creator. I know character creator is not a big deal for a lot of people, but for a lot of people it actually is. So, I mean, depending on what type of Soul Calibur player you are, this is either going to appeal to you or it's not. All in all, it's everyone's game, so I hope that most of us actually get, like, the kind of Soul Calibur game we want. I know that Soul Calibur 4 and 5 has left most of us with not so much of a bad taste, but just a little lacking, and just wanting more. But this one has had a lot longer of a time in development than 5 had. 5 was rushed, and they had to cut down the story mode, and we all know the story stuff behind that. So, I hope that they actually take their time with this one. I hope that, which they have been, and I hope that we actually get a lot more stuff with the creative character, because I really want to create, like, a lot of different characters that we haven't maybe seen before, and have an easier go at actually making them without having to adjust things so much and push and pull them in any direction. But that's going to be the video for today, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you would like to see changed about create a character, if anything. Do you think it's great as it is, or would you like to see some changes and differences? Is there anything that I missed that maybe you would like to see? Drop me a comment in the comment section below, or hit me up on Twitter. And, yeah, let's get the conversation started. Remember to check out my friend Rich at Ragaroth Enterprises. You'll find a link to his channel in the description box below. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.